Back at the Big Ten Championships at Michigan State, and Nick Simmons gets to wrestle for another Big Ten title on his home mat. The senior of the Spartans looking for a third Big Ten championship, taking on Andrae Hernandez, the sophomore from Indiana University.
And Simmons is fired up. He lunges right into his left underhook. That's where he likes to be. He likes to get a hold of the guy. He's got a few different moves from that left underhook, Jason. He'll throw it by to a single. He'll pull him down to a front headlock like he's doing right now and try to choke the guy, or he'll trip the guy with his left leg. And none of those three things happen right there. Hernandez from Indiana did a nice job of clamping the elbow and keeping things neutral.
Simmons, the #1 seed here at the Big Tens in this weight class in the white, Hernandez in the red. Simmons second in the nation, 35-1. Got a little revenge here in the quarterfinals. Beat Ohio State's TJ Enright 2-1 in a tiebreaker. Enright had dealt Simmons his only loss all season during the dual meet campaign. And then he got by Penn State's Jake Strayer 4-2 in the semis to get back here to the championship round. Hernandez, somewhat of a surprise, 19th in the nation, the 6th seed at this weight class. He's the lowest seed out of all the Big Ten wrestlers to make it to the Big Ten final.
Nice slide by Simmons. He's going for the spladle. He might get this is his move. He might get him back points. He could get a fall if he rolls this baby through. What a combination. He went from a slide by into a spladle lock. Hernandez looks like he's doing a good job of stalemating it. Wow, that could have got ugly.
Hernandez really hanging on here. 0-5 against ranked foes before this weekend, but boy, he held on strong here.
He slides him by, slips his leg in, pulls him down, and watch his arm come over the top for a spladle. Oh, that's the combination of a banana splits and a cradle. If he could have got a little bit more momentum there, it would have been over.
We talked about Hernandez struggling against ranked guys, but this weekend upset Minnesota's Mac Ryder 5-2, was #9 in the nation, then took down James Kennedy of Illinois 3-1 in the semis. These two wrestlers, Simmons and Hernandez, met at Midlands. Simmons won 2-0. Obviously a close bout back there in December.
Yeah, it was, and this one could be close too, especially if Hernandez can reverse him here. Simmons has got a tight grip. He might have a Peterson. He's got to get perpendicular. Hernandez has got to get. Oh, he's still in good position. Still plenty of time for him to slip out. I don't know if Simmons is going to be a hold on here. We could get a reversal. Hernandez has got to keep improving his position. Simmons is an incredible leech. I was just talking this morning. I did a kids clinic down the road at Holt High School, and we were talking about Simmons, and I was talking about how he leeches on. He's one of the toughest riders in the country. He's just almost impossible to get away from, and he's proven it right here with the side headlock and body scissors. He's almost pinning himself. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful. You see Jim Ramirez right on top of it, letting Simmons know exactly where he's at. And finally, Ramirez calls the stalemate. Ken, that's an interesting dynamic because Simmons is in control, yet he's on the precipice of pinning himself.
Yeah, that was really close. He got a little bit too careless there. But it was Hernandez doing the job of shaking him. I thought Hernandez should have come out of that. To Simmons' credit, though, he leached on hard. That was a difference maker in the match. That could have been that was a key situation for Hernandez to win. He's not going to get away here. Simmons is riding it out hard.
See the rankings at 133 pounds nationally. Simmons #2, Matt Valenti, the defending national champ here at 133, and certainly will be a threat. Simmons, Valenti, got to be two of the favorites come the NCAA tournament in Detroit coming up in a few weeks.
Indeed they are. That very well might be the finals. Matt Valenti's one of my favorites. He's a camper that's come to my camp forever. He's a defending NCAA champion. He really had a great performance last year. I'm sure his coach at Penn will have him ready for that NCAA finals bout with whoever it may be. But if you look at the rest of the guys in that weight class, it's Big Ten dominated right up and down the line. The Big Ten is deep at this weight. And as you said, Hernandez really stepped it up here at the Big Ten tournament and did a great job defeating Mac Ryder. Now, Mac Ryder's not at full strength yet. He's coming off that knee injury, so it's not a total surprise to see Hernandez in the finals. I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with IU. Hernandez here, and then at 125, Angel Escobedo just got 3rd place. These guys are trained by Mike Maina, the assistant in Indiana. He is really intense coach, the 4-time NCAA All-American. These Maina-trained lightweights from Indiana are very good. As we know, last year, Indiana had an NCAA champion at 125, Joe Dubuque, and Mike Maina had a huge impact on his development. I expect to see him help Escobedo and Hernandez have tremendous careers there at lightweights for Indiana.
Dwayne Goldman, the entire Indiana staff, certainly had some great wrestlers in that weight class, and now the reversal by Simmons tacks on to his lead. Now 4-0 as Hernandez tries to answer. A little bit of a disappointment for the Simmons family here this weekend. Brother Andy was upset in the quarterfinals. Remember last year, both Simmons brothers were Big Ten champions. Right now, Nick trying to carry the family's flag here and win his third Big Ten individual title.
You hear a lot of hollering. The Michigan State fans are loving Simmons' domination here. And Mac Ryder from the University of Minnesota just got a pin to get third place. We were just talking about him, Jason. He got knocked off in the semis by Hernandez, but he stepped it up to get third. He's making a commitment for his team. He's coming off reconstructive knee surgery, but instead of taking a redshirt year, he wants to be part of the hunt for that team title that Minnesota has a tremendous chance to win. And he's going to be a factor at the NCAA championships for sure.
Get a great look at the position that Simmons has Hernandez in, and it's not real fun right now for the Indiana wrestler.
Neither one of them. What a precarious position. And Simmons is amazing. He barely has a grip on him. I think Hernandez is going to come out of this one, though.
Short time in the period, under 5 seconds left, and Simmons looks like he'll hang on. Got a 4-0 lead and close to 3 minutes of riding time. So Nick Simmons in good position here as we go to the final period.
Hernandez got a big choice to make, right? They're trying to figure out what they're going to do on the mat here. Michigan State, Hernandez. He picks down. Michigan State's discussing it. He's going to keep leeching on.
Here, a Let's Go Nick chant here from the crowd at the Breslin Center. And Nick's dad looking on right now. Is shouting out a little encouragement from the rafters here at the Breslin Center.
Yeah, the Michigan State fans need some excitement too. They had a rough tournament. They're in dead last place, it looks like, and they're not what they used to be. Before the Big Ten Finals here, Michigan State's 1967 NCAA championship team was honored. Grady Penninger is here, Doug Blueball is here. They were the coaches of that program. There was about a dozen guys that were Big Ten champions and NCAA champions that are representing Michigan State here. And those guys had a big impact on wrestling. They were the last team east of the Mississippi to win the NCAA championships. It's been a while since somebody's won the NCAAs. Michigan State did it in 1967.
Simmons again, boy, you see and understand why he is the all-time falls record leader at Michigan State. Got number 46 a couple weeks ago, but Hernandez answering finally his first points of this one with the reversal.
Yeah, Simmons is laying low. I think Hernandez is going to have trouble scoring on him, maybe towards the end, but I can't see him getting Simmons down twice. He chose not to work on top at all. See, Simmons is just so hard to finish on. He's a leech.
All 125-pound place winners must report immediately.
He might get it, though. Hernandez has got to keep his feet in. He's got to get his right arm across. 30 seconds left. He's going to have to hurry up and finish.
125-pound weight placers.
Trying to work on the edge. Indiana fans here, 1 of 2. None called yet as Simmons just kind of calmly pretzels himself into a defensive posture.
Back point's possible. Hernandez has got to get his feet to the side and elevate the legs. He's got to hurry up. Simmons bails. Smart tactic.
Yeah. He gives up the 2, but he's got points to play with. Not only does he still have a 1-point lead, but he's got riding time in his pocket.
All right, Hernandez is going to try to stay on top. He's going to try to leech underneath and try to roll him through. Instead of letting him go and going for the takedown, which wouldn't do it anyways because he's got riding time against him, he's going to try to roll underneath and do something funky.
It's his only hope. He'll try to swing for the fences here, if you will, in the final 8 seconds. Again, riding time and that bonus point for having a minute or more in the pocket of Nick Simmons. And he's not going to need it. Add to it, it'll be a 6-4 for Nick Simmons and a third Big Ten championship as his father looks on. A little sigh of relief. Congratulations for Dad. And an arm raise for son Nick. He's a Big Ten champion for the third time. Career win number 133 here at Michigan State for Nick Simmons. Second all-time among Spartan greats. And he does it at home here with a Big Ten championship.